Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Clemson is quick to the line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe
he's going for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback checking the play. White wants to throw it. Feeling some heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, 1st and goal.
And they will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
it's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. White going to attack through the air. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Complete downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answer.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Black Knights.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's got his man. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
White wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Between the uprights, it's good. The Black Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
White going to attack through the air. This one's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Coming after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds the tight end. There's a live football. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The give from the gun. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. White wants to throw it. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they swarm him under.
I like the option call on a 2-point conversion attempt, but the speed of the defense was the difference there. And as a result, the 2-point conversion is no good.
He'll bring it out. It's Quinn. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left side. Running toward the tape. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Army!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. A fair catch called for and made. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He looks that one in nicely. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. Escapes trouble. Buys a little extra time. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Army 35, Clemson 30.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On the ground, it's Cooper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quarterback checking off. White going to attack through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate. Back and save as much time as possible. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Clemson set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. White wants to throw it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game.
Off he goes! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down. So now they've been denied 3 straight times from the 2. Do you dare try it again?
Yes, you have to stay aggressive. All the points in today's college football, stay aggressive, keep the hammer down, try to get 6.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Army.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. White going to attack through the air. Moving away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll throw it on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. He's got it for the touchdown, and now they need the two-point conversion. And that touchdown was huge, but you can't celebrate too long. To finish the deal, you got to have the two-point conversion to tie the game. Powers forward. He will get there for the two-point conversion, and we have a tie game in the waning seconds. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Fair catch called for and made. Looking for a productive play on first down. These corners going to give them some space. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going deep. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ballgame.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. White wants to throw it. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The line of scrimmage at the 35. That's going to leave the holder at the 42, and a 52-yard attempt for the game. It's good! A booming kick to win.
GG's, gangsta, GG's.
And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played tonight.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.